Hey guys, so in this video I will be talking about Juspay 1 MCQ assessment. So if you guys can see here, I hope you guys received a mail like this from Juspay today. Guidelines for round 1.1 MCQ assessment Juspay hiring challenge 2025. Now if you can see here, you will be getting some instructions here which I will be telling you. Also, I will be talking about the exact pattern you will be getting in the assessment. So if you can see here, they have sent you the mail and they have mentioned on 17th of July there is assessment window in which you need to give the assessment. We strictly prohibit any form of cheating, plagiarism, or unfair practice such as registering and attempting the assessment using multiple IDs. Any violation will result in immediate disqualification of the participant. The timelines and instructions. The online assessment window will be open from 12 of PM, and if you can see here, from 12 of PM, the window will be started on 17th of July, and the closing time is 8 PM of 17th of July. The assessment duration is 30 minutes. Time allocated per question is 60 seconds because there is one question per minute. Okay. Total question to be answered 30 MCQ question based on topics like logical reasoning and coding fundamentals. I will be talking about that. They have mentioned you can attempt the round anytime between the provided round window. Please ensure that you attempt the round in one sitting, and other requirements you can read here in the detail. Okay. System requirements they have already mentioned, which you can read here, but I just want to tell you guys one important thing. Now, if you can see here on the portal, there are a lot of things available. If you have given the demo assessment, that is totally fine, because in the demo assessment itself you need to download the smart hire app. Okay, but if you have not downloaded the smart hire app and you attempted the demo assessment, then it will create a problem for you because you need to actually download the smart hire app only. Okay, and because the whole assessment will be hosted on smart hire app. Okay, so smart hire app is mandatory to download. So you need to go to the opportunity page, click to the start button beside the assessment round. Download the Smart Hire app given the option according to your system. Copy the visible code from the start page itself. Okay. Open the Smart Hire app, paste the copied code, your assessment will begin. If you are still facing any issue, do reach out on this email ID, which is support@anstorm.com, with a proper screen recording. Okay. And also they have given the details of protected test. Okay, now to ensure a more throughout assessment of technical and analytical skill, we will be having another MCQ round based on systems, algorithm and data structure, logical reasoning, physics, mathematics for students who qualify for the preliminary MCQ round. Okay, so first try to understand. Okay, now I will just give you a whole idea of the exam pattern. There is round 1.1 MCQ assessment, there is round 1.2 MCQ assessment. Okay, so there are total two assessments. First one is only based on, if you can see here, the 1.1 assessment. So they have already mentioned it is based on the logical reasoning and coding fundamentals. I will be explaining to you. Then round 2 will be a comprehensive assessment for systems, algorithms, data structures, logical reasoning, physics and mathematics. Okay, let's understand and let's talk about this. Okay, so first important instruction is you need to download the Smart Hire app. Okay, on the Smart Hire app only, you will be, what you will be doing, you need to copy the code from the assessment window from website, and you need to paste that code in the Smart Hire app, and after that you will be giving the assessment. Okay, now most important part, so there is a 1.1 MCQ round. Okay, 1.1 MCQ round. Now this 1.1 MCQ round will be consisting the questions from coding fundamentals and logical reasoning. Okay, now first try to understand what is coding fundamentals. Okay, then we will move forward with the logical reasoning. In coding fundamentals, there are total 3-4 parts. First part you can say as a pseudo code. Okay, pseudo code. Okay, this is the one part. Second part is error detection. Okay, error detection. Third part is output based question. Okay, fourth part is algo questions. Okay, and there is another fifth part which is theory questions. So this coding fundamentals we can divide it into 4 to 5 parts. Okay, so pseudocode, in pseudocode what you need to do is you will be getting the snippets of the code. Okay, you will be getting the snippets of the code, and after seeing the snippets of the code, okay, uh, actually they will be asking you some questions regarding the code. Okay, regarding the code there will be MCQ questions which you need to answer regarding the code. So pseudocode we say because it is a pseudocode and it does not contain any kind of programming language. It's a it's a code for applicable for all the languages. Then there is error detection. So in error detection, what we will have is there will be some statements, and in the statements there could be some possible error, or in the outputs there could be a possible error. You need to identify the error. There will be MCQs where you can select the right error. Then output based question, in which some algorithm or code will be given. Okay, and based on the algorithm or the code given, okay, you need to answer you need to answer the output. Okay, so you can take the right answer. Then algo based question, so you can understand like this. So suppose there is insertion sort. Suppose in insertion sort, they'll say after two phases what will be the position of the array. So based on certain algorithm, there could be one question. Maybe there could be a question related to graph. They already told about the algorithm, and then they asked like after two steps or one steps, what will be the situation. This kind of question we say algorithm based. And then there is theory question. Theory question we all know, in which certain statement is given. Suppose thing is given and they asked you directly about the theory concept. Okay, also in coding fundamentals we can include the time complexity based question. Okay, time complexity based question. So last year they asked some time complexity based questions also, in which certain snippet is given and you need to analyze the time complexity or you need to talk about it. Okay, then there comes logical reasoning. Okay, logical reasoning. So in logical reasoning, there is basically, there are multiple topics. Okay, you will be given with a statement. You maybe will be given with a symbolic reasoning. Maybe you can be given with a DI. Maybe you can be given some statement and conclusion. Okay, maybe you will be getting some mathematical reasoning. Okay, so this kind of logical reasoning you can expect here, in which there will be few questions from logical reasoning, in which you need to analyze the situation, and based on your logics you can answer the logical reasoning question. Okay, so one thing also I want to add in coding questions. Okay, in coding question of fundamentals. Okay, this is a unpredictable kind of unpredictable kind of section. Don't expect that you will be getting the code only related to programming. You will be only related to code related to DSA, maybe you will be getting. But these coding fundamentals question can be related to the more broad area, maybe SQL, maybe some basic concepts related to HTML, CSS. Okay, so don't expect only from DSA you will be getting the questions, or programming you will be getting the question, but the broad area which you need to prepare I already talked about. Okay, so majorly in these 4 to 5 areas you need to work. Okay, but this is a kind of unpredictable section where they ask question from certain basically coding fundamentals, a better we will call it CS fundamental. So generally they include some more topics apart from this. Okay, so it is also important to prepare other topics, but I hope you guys prepared, because only 2 days are left to for the preparation. You cannot prepare much, but I would just suggest you to at least go for the basic DSA MCQ question. Okay, basic DSA MCQ question, programming MCQ question, and pseudocodes. At least go with these three things if you want to prepare good. Okay, after that you will be having your MCQ assessment for 1.2. We will be talking about that in next video. Okay, thank you so much for watching this.